When you experience an unusual health symptom, chances are that you'll Google what it means before you visit a doctor. When asked where they get their health information, 26% of the public favored Google's top results. Sure, this might be more convenient than scheduling a doctor's appointment and waiting all those days until it happens. Sometimes we do this because we're looking for that peace of mind that our symptoms aren't that serious. But unfortunately, the results are usually more serious than we'd like to see. There's a reason for the ongoing joke that WebMD always lists the worst case scenario. Anytime you Google your symptoms, odds are that cancer is one of the results. These kinds of diagnoses cause so much stress that it can lead to negative consequences. Because of this, it's better to see a doctor first instead of turning to the internet. Hi everyone, I'm Matt from eTactics, and today I'm going to share real examples of why you shouldn't Google symptoms. Before we get started though, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. While you're down there, hit the alert bell icon next to it as well, so when we post new helpful content, you get notified. The first example happened when a woman was experiencing fatigue and decided to look up a remedy. The internet convinced her that she had a brain tumor, but her doctor wasn't available for another week for an appointment. In that time period, she became so worried that she couldn't eat or sleep. And then when she went in for her visit, she provided a list of all the scans and blood tests that she wanted. The doctor advised against all of these tests since they were hasty and very expensive. But she was so convinced that she needed them. As it turns out, the patient didn't have a brain tumor. Her blood work showed that she was slightly anemic, which could have been detected without so many expensive tests. The woman stressed so much over something that could have been resolved with a simple iron supplement. Another woman, Debbie, visited her doctor for a strange feeling in her stomach. She had an MRI test which showed unexplained spots on her liver. The doctor said that they could be benign or malignant, and Debbie would need to see a specialist for further diagnosis. But between visits, she made the mistake of Googling what could be happening to her. The results she found showed that she had liver cancer and it could only be very bad. This led to her believing that she was going to die and she had to do things while she still had time left. She dedicated special days to spend with each of her children one-on-one. Thankfully, the findings from the specialist showed that the spots weren't cancerous. Debbie's constant worry over the online misdiagnosis had wasted so much of her energy, her time, and her money. She now admits that she'll stop Googling symptoms and instead see the doctor first. The final scenario is from a 32-year-old man named Mark. He started having lung pain, which he immediately assumed was lung cancer. He said it became an obsession and he couldn't think about anything else. He expected that he only had 3 months left to live. Mark went to his general practitioner, who was positive that it wasn't cancer. But this wasn't enough to convince Mark. He returned several times, convincing the doctor that he needed hospital scans. Despite these expensive procedures, the doctor gave in. Sure enough, the scans showed that it wasn't cancer. It became clear to Mark that he was suffering from health anxiety, not lung cancer. Even though Googling symptoms can be more convenient than visiting a doctor, they're almost always serious results. Unfortunately, these cause patients to stress and convince themselves that they have a major disease. If they worry too much, they'll start convincing themselves that they need expensive and invasive tests to confirm they have the health condition that they found online. Looking up symptoms leads to health anxiety, which causes people to need excess reassurance from doctors. But even then, they still may think they're suffering from the condition. This can make them alter their daily habits, and the stress will only worsen their health. Because of this, it's best to steer clear of Googling symptoms and instead visit a doctor first. If you'd like to learn more about why you should stop Googling symptoms, reach out to eTactics. And you already made this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below. Well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our YouTube channel.